Even with Harry and Meghan, there's always creation problems, aren't there, And it's interesting to note with both of them, it all starts off in great earnest. The bottom line is people want to be associated with them. We saw that recently, didn't we, with the Ripple of Hope charity. And then that all sort of backpedaled. Then Meghan, of course, picked up that award for a podcast. You must have been listening. Somebody was. But of course, she picked up that award. And then that fizzled out. As we told you also the other day, Meghan sadly has fallen foul, shall we say, of the entertainment Bible, Variety. It all seemed to be going really well way back in September when she sat down with them to top up, of course, the interview after the sad demise of our wonderful monarch, Queen Elizabeth II. But now there's another bigger problem. I know I'm not sniggering, I'm merely reporting it, obviously exclusively for you. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here. Nice to see you. Hope you're all keeping well. This story, when you think about it, is a really serious one because, as we told you before, when Harry and Meghan got married all those years ago now, they invited people that they seemingly didn't know. The likes of Oprah Winfrey, George Clooney, Amal Clooney. They went on record saying, well, we'd never met them, but there was an invite. So, as she pointed out in that video, she couldn't invite her cousin or whatever she was, but she had room for those celebrities. Make of that what you will. Now, though, there's a bigger problem, and this all really centers upon the fact that if you are a person of power, a statesperson, woman, whichever you want to call them, then you don't really want to fall foul of our wonderful British monarchy. And this is the problem now that's, really engulfing the New Zealand Premier, that is Jacinda Ardern. Now, as you know, recently, and we reported this, that she hit out basically saying she didn't realise she was going to be in a brand new documentary for Harry and Meghan. This is the new thing that's coming out streaming on the 31st of December. Something they've executive produced, they're not necessarily the interviewees. We also pointed that out, though, with Meghan's podcast. Seemingly, she didn't sit down with every single person that she was talking to. But here now is where it gets really interesting because, contrary to popular belief, the invites to the coronation of King Charles III in May next year have not been sent out yet. Very precarious time, particularly if you are a statesperson. As I say, you want that invitation. That is the big deal. It's an historical event. You will go down in history. And most, of course, of the people that are associated with the Commonwealth would naturally expect an invite, or so you would think. Now, according to a very good source, that's the reason why the Prime Minister of New Zealand has been very quick to refute claims that in fact she is associated and distancing herself from that particular documentary. It's quite simple. She needs, requires and wants an invite to the coronation next spring. And you can't blame her, can you? When you think about it, yes, Harry and Meghan are basically crowing about the fact that their documentary series was the biggest debut documentary in the history of Netflix. Not really much to crow about when you consider they haven't had that many documentaries with that much PR freely given away on virtually a daily basis. And when you look at the streaming stats, yes, it's gone to many different countries of the world. But if you look at the minutes recorded of how long people have been watching, it's not as much as you think. But moving forward, as we often say here on the show, truly, you will find more and more people now, those with brains, those with education, and those not willing, of course, to fall foul of our wonderful brand new king, King Charles III, distancing themselves from what they may fear and, of course, feel could hamper that wonderful invite that they so desire to the coronation on May the 6th, 2023, right here in the centre of London. Whichever way you look at it, it's going to be a spectacular event. And Jacinda is going to be the first of many to make sure that she simply doesn't lose out. When I know more, you'll know more.